Hello everyone. Now this isn't really a normal video for me. Many of you have probably watched me from my next step stuff that I do, or you might know me personally and you're just being supportive, which is lovely. So I have made an album. It's a poetry album which has 12 poems which span across 18 years of my life. And I'm assuming that if you're watching this video, you've probably listened to the poems. And I just wanted to make a video on kind of the creation process of this album. I have taken some clips along the way, but this is really a video just to explain everything, because I don't know, it was an emotional process making it, and I wanted to talk about it because, I don't know, I just wanted to. So this video is all about my album and how I created it, where I got the idea from, and what comes next, basically. So I think I'm going to take you all back to the start, and I'm going to play the clips when they're relevant. I don't even remember what clips I've put in, so I'm just going to put them in at random points. So I came up with this idea, it must have been about like June time, maybe even before that. It's been a while, and I thought, like, I'm turning 18, I want to do something which is special, and I thought, let's make an album. Why not? I love listening to singers. I collect records and CDs and stuff. So I thought I want to do something which I never thought I'd do. So I made an album, and the person who really inspired me to do this was Lana Del Rey, because she's made her own poetry album. And although I haven't listened to them, I have read them, and they are absolutely incredible. And when I found out she made like an actual recording of it, because originally I was just going to make a book, but I was like, I kind of think that because of my YouTube and because I want to get into presenting, it might be a good idea to record me doing them, because that would just be such a different thing to do. So anyway, I wrote the poems. Some of them I finished writing literally like a month ago. Some of them I finished many months ago. And I can't explain it. It was really like, it was weird writing them, but like a good weird. It was like creating, I can't explain it. It was like writing out my memories, but then when I read them back, it's like they're like in front of me. Like, I don't know. It's really strange. And I hope that when you have listened to the poems, you can really hear my like memories coming through. Like when I recorded them in the studio, I thought about the people who made those memories with me, and I thought about the time that I've been able to share with so many incredible people. And if any of you are watching this, thank you, I love you all. And yeah, that is the process of like making it. So anyway, the summer hit, which was pretty good timing because that meant I had more time to write my poems, and I wrote them all across summer. I got out old memory books, I got out photo albums, and I just remember I was just sat in this room, and I think I wrote every poem but like 2 or 3 of them in this room. And I just remember I just looked back through all these memories. I looked through photos on my phone, listened to old videos with my friends, and they really helped me write. And I think that this album isn't particularly like, I don't know, a lot of poetry can have multiple meanings and they can be very deep. So if you have heard my Covered Wall poem, that one's very deep. But these poems are more about storytelling and sharing moments of my life which have, I don't know, made me who I am. Like the 12 points in my life which I featured have been so influential in kind of like creating like the person I am. I don't know. I hold them very dearly. They're very nice. Yeah, so that is kind of like why I did it, when I made them. And then in recent months, I then went back to college, and I went to this recording studio place there. I filmed them all professionally, had a few problems along the way, but you know, it was all good. I got the recordings in the end, and I also recorded a lot of unreleased ones which I don't know if I'll ever release. I probably won't, but if I do, I do. And I don't know, I don't really know what I'm saying, but this was so fun. And I don't know, even like simply it is down, like as simple as doing the album cover. Like, I never in a million years thought I'd ever get to do something like that. and like, I don't know, my friends and family who have supported me along this journey, and even right back at the start when I said, oh, no one's going to listen to it, nobody like will want me to do it, they all still supported me and thought that it would be a good idea. So thank you to you all, because I actually have done it. Like, I can't believe it. Can't believe I've actually pulled it off. And yeah, I'm very excited. You can listen to it on SoundCloud and YouTube. So literally you can click on my profile and you'll be able to find it. It's about 20 minutes long. It's not too long. But it's just filled with so much love and memories. And yeah, I'm very excited. And I don't 100% know what's coming in terms of my poetry next, but I am working on stuff. But I'm kind of having a little break right now from everything to do with writing and poetry, because I have just finished a massive album and that took many hours. So I'm having a little bit of a break, but once my creative mind starts going again, like honestly, like the other day I was just walking and I was like, oh my gosh, I just thought of the best poem name. So I've just stopped and I just wrote like a little bit of poetry, because that's just what I do. Like when it comes in my head, it comes in my head. If I don't write for 6 months, I don't write for 6 months. If I write 15 in one day, I write 15 in one day. Like one day I wrote like 5 and I was like, wow. I wrote one on the train the other day, which I really, really like. So I might want to write one tomorrow, but right now in this time, in this place, I don't want to do any more as of this point. But one day I will be doing some more. I would love to do another album again one day, so maybe I will. But anyway, what I'm thinking of doing is just going to play all the clips of the process which I created, because I did some in the studio. I think I did like a bit in a rehearsal thing I was doing in my room. So I hope you enjoy them. Thank you again for supporting me and my album, and I hope you enjoyed listening to it. Let me know your thoughts. But yeah, enjoy the process of my album being created. So whilst I'm here, I've literally just been doing like some practice, like recording and like just seeing how I sound. This is a book which I was like my initial Becoming 18 stuff. So basically, the original like poetry list of like poems I was going to do were called Red Collar, Aurora, Lighting Box, Our Little Adventures, Ride, B120, Last Lessons, Paradise, and Becoming 18. Now, when you see this, Becoming 18 will be out, and at this point, a lot of the names have changed. So right now, the poems are called Red Collar, Lighting Box, Our Little Adventures, Quiet Country Roads, B210, Ring Light, Last Lessons, and then I changed Paradise to Carmen, which I've not written yet, and finally Becoming 18. So some context about this poem, which I don't know if I've already done, because this is like my first thing about it. Becoming 18 is all about things I've been through and moments of my life which have really had an impact which have really impacted me. I've been very fortunate to have many amazing moments, and some of them I wanted to turn into poetry and kind of tell stories, good and bad, about what like I've been through and what really makes me me, because what's important to remember is like good things and bad things really make the person who they are. So this poem is kind of an insight into my life. The single that I'm releasing before the poem, which is called Covered Wall, focuses on Lana Del Rey, but this whole album is completely about things like to do with me. And if you are going to be listening or watching this album, and you do watch my YouTube, then this is like a chance for you to kind of see me outside of filming. But the plan for this album is I'm professionally recording them. I'm in a studio, so I'm going to be doing that, and then I'm going to be doing some photo sheets to try and make an album cover, and there will be a full 10 poetry, 10 poems that are all going to go together to make the album. And if you just want to listen to it, then you just play that, and then you'll be able to listen to it on YouTube. I was thinking about doing it on Spotify, but there's a load of licensing stuff, and I was like, it would be a lot. It might be something to think about in the future if I decide to do another one, because there are a lot of unreleased poems I've written which I didn't think fit into this. Like, I could have put them in, and Covered Wall was one of them, but it just didn't fit like the other ones I've written. So I'm going to wait for a more appropriate time for that. But yeah, I might do one again, just depending on how much I enjoy kind of this one and releasing it. Right now, I know that it's already out by now, but right now the current release date is the 21st of October. My birthday's the 19th and I'm away, so I didn't want to do it on my birthday and be away and do all this promotion. Like, it would be it would take away from my birthday. So I want to do it a couple days and when I'm back here. And then I'm going to be filming some poem videos. I keep saying music videos. I'm not doing music. You don't want to hear that. So I'm going to be going out and filming, I think 4. I've already filmed one right now because the one about Del Carmen is about a trip that I went to recently in Lanzarote in Spain, and I filmed it whilst I was there. And then I've got 3 more that I'm planning on doing, which probably won't be out when you see this because I want to release them a bit afterwards, kind of bring it back into like the forefront of my channel. But this is a project which I've spent a long time doing. Like, this isn't something which I've just been able to do, like, checking the time, I've got work in a minute. This isn't something that I've been able to do like in a week. This has been months of writing and scrapping poems and like reforming them. Like, it's been a big process. And I think part of the reason that I did all this was because I wanted something to be like, I've like kind of show like things I've done in a more creative way, because I'm a very creative person, not through drawings or art or anything like that, but with my words I feel like I'm very creative, hence why I like doing YouTube too. And I just think this is just, it's fun. Like, yeah, it can be hard writing poems about sad things, but you can kind of get stuff out that way. So I feel like this album has been an incredible thing to work on, and I'm going to talk more about what it's been like when I'm done, because I still haven't finished writing it. I'm taking my time on the last 2 because I want to make sure, I have made sure that they're all to what I think's good, but I want to make sure these 2, like, I want to spend extra time on these, so I might do a little bit soon. But no, sorry, I wasn't planning on filming. I don't really know why I did, but yeah, that's a bit about my album. Hello everyone, I haven't done a lot of updates because I'm making like a poetry album, like behind the scenes thing. I've not done that many updates on it, but though I do want to today because I'm filming kind of my first like video for one. So I'm about to go out and film the video for Quiet Country Roads, which is about like the cycling like journey that I've been on. I did some cycling during lockdown, and I still love it. Like, I don't get to do it as much because I'm very busy, but when I can cycle I go and do it. So this is going to be definitely a new experience, like filming and cycling at the same time, and I'm doing it by myself, so I'm not really sure how it's going to turn out. I mean, you would have probably seen it by now, but my idea for it is I want it to be like from my perspective, as if like you're coming on like the journey with me, because I feel like my like poetry album is all about like experiences that I've been through, but also a lot of experiences which like other people would have been on. Like, everybody, like a lot of people would have been on a bike ride before. Like, a lot of people will have like that special person who's their best friend, like which is Our Little Adventures. That's what that's about. So it's basically like a journey we're all going on together. And I've kind of filmed my one called Del Carmen, which is about the holiday that I went on, because I filmed some clips there, but it wasn't like as like planned as this. So I'm literally like gonna go through the lyrics, and like the lyrics, I mean, it's like kind of, I'm not gonna sing, no one wants to hear that, but like I'm gonna go through like the verses and words and like pick out key bits and like think of locations, because I know where I'm going, but I just thought it'd be cool to get like an overall like gist of what I wanted like film and stuff. And then I'm taking my tripod and I'm going to try and set it up somewhere that is not going to get hit by a car, so I can get some shots of me on my bike, but I'm not going to do many of them because it's meant to be like the journey. And I've hired this camera, and it's like quite an old camera, but basically the entire like look for this, like all the videos I'm doing, I'm only doing 4, I think. I'm not doing that many, but doing 4, and the whole look of them all is going to be like a vintage look, because it's like a film being played of like my memories. So the whole vibe is meant to be the past, so I'm using like older cameras, and not like the like most modern ones. The only exception is when I filmed on holiday, because I literally wasn't planning on having it like filming, so I use my phone, but I'm gonna like put a filter on it and stuff because I want it to be vintage. And then like that's the vibe for this album anyway. But I might do another one in the future which will have a different vibe, I don't know. But anyway, I wanted to document this like kind of just for myself, because I like want to see the process of making it. But yeah, anyway, I didn't think I'd be talking so long, but yeah, about to film the Quiet Country Roads video, and I am very excited. Hello everyone, so this is another little vlog entry of the like behind the scenes thing of my poetry album. So basically I am about to do a final read through of the poems. It's the night before recording day, so I'm definitely feeling nervous. I just want them to be everything that I've like put into it. Like I want them to sound like how they do in my head. But anyway, I've got my script thing here. I can't really turn this around. I can't really turn it around, but I will do like a flick through at some point. But basically the plan for tomorrow is that I'm going to the recording studio after one of my lessons at college. One of my friends is coming with me to do photography for this promotional thing, and I'm planning on getting like half of the album recorded tomorrow, which is like a lot, but I'm gonna try. I mean, aim high, and if I don't get as many done, it's fine. Then I should be going in for another session next week to finish off the album. But no, I'm really nervous, but you know, I think like the hard work's been done in terms of writing them. I just have to like try and make the thoughts in my head sound the way I want them to. So yeah, that is the plan, and I'm gonna do one read through now, one read through on the train tomorrow, and well, in my head I can't really read them out loud, and then I'm going to have a quick rehearsal in the recording studio, which is when most of the photos will get done, and then I'm going to record my album. I'm very excited, and I've also got these promotional posters I'm putting up around the city, so that'll be really fun, just to kind of get a bit of promotional stuff around, because I've not done anything like this. So anyway, I will do a little vlog in the recording studio tomorrow. Hello, I know the angle of this isn't great, but I'm in the recording studio. Why is it still going? I'm in the recording studio. I just need to press stop to that. I've done like 6 poems so far. It's going like way quicker and way better than I thought it was going to go. I'm shocked. I've listened to some of them back and they sound better than I was hoping. But just the setup I've got is the microphone, script, headphones. That's where all the stuff's being stored. I have had some photos done by my incredible friend Ruby, who took the photos, but she's gone out now because we finished the photo bit of it. So I'm just sat by myself reading through the poems, and it's quite emotional. Like, one, the process of writing them and then getting to this point, and two, like, why did the light just go off? And two, like reading some stuff, like it can be sad, but like it's really good. And I think like, because I've got time, I've got a few which I wasn't planning on releasing, and I'm not going to release them, but I might record them just to have something to like edit if I need to. So yeah, all going good, and I have about an hour left, so I will probably see you when I'm editing. But anyway, this is the studio.